So, hi, it's me, Denny Daniel, and I'm here with...
Ellie.
I'm Veronica.
And they came all the way from New York. and now they went through the whole museum. It took about a week or two. And now they're going to open up one of these 3 boxes over here. Each one is going to open one. I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I'm born and raised in. Remember, when a guy showed up with 3 shells, he had a quarter under one of the shells, and he would mix them up, and you had to guess which shell had the quarter, and you would win something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells. There isn't a quarter under any of my boxes, and you win nothing. So ethically, it's exactly like a New York shell game, if you think about it. The similarity is this. I am going to mix the boxes. So here I am mixing up the boxes. Are you guys confused?
Very.
Good, because otherwise I'd have to do this all day long. Okay, so each one of you pick a box, any box. That one? And that one. Okay, so there you go. And this one's yours. And here are your skulls.
Okay.
You notice I always look up like this because I don't want to pick for you. Just remember not to cut each other, yourselves,
Or my hair.
or the cat, or her hair. Although we do have a dental student in the house who can cure you with my dental tools, which are from the Civil War, so I'm sure you want that.
It's called payback.
And payback's a, well, we won't say.
Box.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wow.
Floppy disk.
This is for a floppy disk camera. So these are for the Canon floppy disk cameras from the 1900s, from the 1990s. So I actually have the camera that works on these. It's one of my newest items for the museum. Apparently there was a floppy disk camera it was the first like digital kind of floppy disk type camera. It was a very interesting thing that I just learned about, and people were doing. It was kind of video still. So it was a sequence still images. So it wasn't technically video, but it was. And these are the early kind of internet video stuff that people would do. And that's very cutting edge. Kind of cool. That's a cool item to open. And you opened a film. 16, yeah. I never would have thought the box was a film.
I thought it was a bug, that's why I didn't choose the box.
Whoa! You opened up Billie Holiday's first movie.
Wow.
And you're a film person. Ironically, you had the studio with the film. You opened up a Symphony in Black, which is one of the most iconic films. It was her first film when she was 19 years old, written for her by Duke Ellington. And it's basically telling the black story by blacks, which is cutting edge even today. But back then, that was like you get killed. So this was very serious. And it was done in, I think, 3 or 4 parts. And I've got another copy of this, but I wanted to get 2 because it's such an iconic, important piece of history. And when you see Billie Holiday, I'll show it at the Speakeasy. She looks like a baby. She's 19 years old in this film. It's her first film. And Duke Ellington liked her so much, he wrote that piece just for her. So it's really fascinating. And like I said, it's telling their story by them. So it's a really important, huge piece of history. And like I said, it's kind of funny that you opened that one up, which often people open up things that have to do with their personality in some sort of way, shape. Like 80% of people tend to open up something that has to do with them in some way. So, nice.
Wow.
Very cool job. I was wondering who was going to open this. So, nice job. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, you did. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really did. Thank you.
And we'll say bye to the world. Bye, world.